this is Bob Mason from FX Empire, and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the day's support, resistance, and pivot levels, the Fibonacci's, and the EMAs. It is Wednesday, the 15th of December. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks being a mixed start to the morning, we're going to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 47,813 to target the first major resistance level at 49,270. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Bitcoin to break out from this morning's high, 48,781. So barring an extended rally, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Bitcoin target 52,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 5141. A fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 46,942 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub-45s. Second major support level at 45,485 should limit the downside. Looking at the EMAs, we're seeing the 50 narrow on the 100 and the 200, so look out for a further narrowing that would bring a bullish cross into play and a return to 50,000 levels. So key through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 47,813 and break out from this morning's high, 48,781, to bring resistance levels into play. Looking at Ethereum against US dollar, it's been a mixed morning. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 3810 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 3934. Plenty of support from the broader market is going to be needed for Ethereum to return to 3900 levels. So barring an extended rally, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum target 4100 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 4008. Fall through the pivot will bring the 23.6% fib at 3738 and the first major support level at 3737 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 3500 levels. Second major support level at 3613 should limit the downside. Looking at the EMAs, 50 has flattened on the 100 and the 200, so look out for a narrowing there to provide support. So key through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 3810, break back through to 3900 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Litecoin against US dollar, positive start. Going to see Litecoin avoid the pivot at 149 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 154. Support's going to be needed to break out from yesterday's high, 152. So barring an extended rally, that first major resistance level should cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin target 160 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 158. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 145 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 140. Second major support level at 140 should limit the downside. Looking at the EMAs, 50 has narrowed marginally on the 100, but no immediate signs of a bullish cross, so look out for direction through the early part of the day. So key would be to avoid fall through the pivot at 148 and break out from yesterday's high 152 to bring resistance levels into play. And looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, bearish start to the day here. Going to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot 8019 to take a run at the first major resistance level 8304. Plenty of support from the broader market is going to be needed for Ripple's XRP to break out from yesterday's high 8207. So barring an extended rally, that first major resistance level should cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, we've got the 23.6% fib at 8533 to cap the upside on the day. Second major resistance level sits at 8492. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 7831 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid the second major support level at 7545. Looking at the EMA, slight narrowing of the 50 on the 100, but again, no immediate signs of a bullish cross, so keep an eye on that through the early part of the day. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 8019, break back through to 0.82 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play.